Here's how I turned this into that with only 7 nodes. First, I set up my color management with nodes. The timeline color space I like to work in is Arilog C3 because their technical LUT renders better skin tones than Resolve's color management. Then I adjusted the exposure and balance of my image with Lift Gamma Gain. I added a subtle vignette to emulate a vintage lens and accentuated the yellow jacket. Now let's break down these 7 nodes that actually make up this look. First, to emulate the film aesthetic of Kodak Vision 3 500T, I used an external DCTL called Filmverse. This applies beautiful contrast and split toning, but just as importantly, it increases the density of greens, giving them this rich, deep hue we see present in film. Second, I cleaned up the blacks a bit with the shadow log wheel. Third, I added even more density to the greens, cause go big or go home. Fourth, I added a bit of subtractive saturation to the yellows and greens. Fifth, I moved on to texture, so let's zoom in. I added film grain using Resolve's built-in Film Look Creator O effects. Sixth, I increased the sharpness of the high frequencies. Here are the exact pixels that are being affected. Seventh, I applied my custom halation created in Linear. Comment Linear and I'll send you a link to my YouTube breakdown of this technique. And that's it, film your characteristics with digital footage. And if you need to rewatch this,